everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back and it is Sunday, March 19th. It is the last day of winter. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. It's my mom's 70th birthday and it is like 26 outside maybe. It's freezing cold, y'all. I mean, the winter is trying to hang in there and I don't want it to hang in there. It's cold. So with that being said, we are back to show you our long-term binder as it stands right now. I've got a couple of other pieces that I would like to show you, and I've got a very, very happy special happy mail that came in that I'm going to show you here at the end. Long-term binder won't take too long, y'all. A lot of it's self-explanatory. I did do a DIY project with it as well. So our first envelope, just make sure it's open, is our 1 month ahead envelope. Now, let's not confuse this with the 12-month fully funded emergency fund that I am building. This is going to be the traditional 1 month ahead that everyone else is doing. And I thought, you know what? We're going to do this slow and steady. This will take us a while, so I'm going to put it in long-term binder. So with that being said, we have 20, 30, 35. All $35 is going into this envelope today. It's the only one that I am going to stuff. Again, this is not my 12-month fully funded emergency fund that I am building in my other binder. This is the traditional 1 month ahead. Now, this tracker does come from Jordan Budgets over on Etsy, but you know what? Jordan decided to have a live this last week, and I jumped in and I bought a few items off of her Etsy shop. She still had her 20% sales going off, and I think it went off yesterday or day before yesterday. It was either Friday or Saturday it went off. But I did sneak in and get a few items ordered. One of them was double-sided trackers for 1 month ahead. So with that being said, I may be changing this out when it gets here. That package is due to arrive this week, and I will show you all the goodies that I bought. So I do have that now. Our next one I'm using as an emergency fund. This is a Save-Opoly card. You guys seen me buy this a while back. It is a laminated card. I absolutely love it. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to use it, but I'm going to put it into play to build another emergency fund. So I'm going to go ahead and use that one. The next one is a do-it-yourself project, and all it is cardstock with numbers on them. Now, my son and I are building a sheet, but I also have trackers as well, y'all, to the right-hand side of me for dice challenges as well. And this is just says 4. This one says 6, 8, 10, 12, and 20. And basically what these are going to be used for is the dice challenge. So say I want to come in here and I want to use the 12-sided dice. I decided I'm going to roll the 12-sided dice today. Now, there's a couple of different options. I actually use the savings challenges that are on the opposite side. I do not need to use the savings challenges at this time. I can reprint these savings challenges that are on the opposite side of these cards that I'm showing you because they are on Etsy that I purchased and printed out. But because I am out of cardstock and I don't need to use the challenges that are on the back side of these cards, I just went ahead and flipped them over and wrote numbers on them. There's a couple of different ways you can do dice challenges, y'all. I have my Dungeons and Dragons playing set here. Now, one of the dice can't be used because it's not a numbered dice. It's strictly for when I purchased my Dungeons and Dragons books. I got my Dungeons and Dragons dice. So, with that being said, these are the common dice that you use in savings challenges. The 4, the 6, the 8, the 10, the 12, and the 20 are all in here. I got these on Amazon. I just got their original black and white one, but they do have multiple colors, and they've got sparkly colors, I believe, as well. If you want to purchase these. Now, the set that I bought cost $6 on Amazon. If anybody's interested, just let me know, and I will give you the link to go pick you up a set in case you want to do it for dice challenges when you're doing your challenge that you have for any kind of dices that are needed. But you don't have to use dice, y'all. You can always just go and use things such as your phone. Like you can tell your phone, hey, pick a number between 1 and 12 if you're on the 12 dice challenge. And it'll pick a number, and then you can put that amount in here. So I do have a sheet off to the right-hand side. It is a full sheet, and it is dice challenge numbers and that for each one of these dice cards that I have. So you can do it that way. Or if you want to get really cool about it, you can buy some white poker chips and just write numbers on them. You can have a set that says 1 through 4, and then you just pick one poker chip out, mix them up, pick one out, and then that's what you do. I've seen people do that even with the 100 envelope challenge. They will pick out a poker chip out of a bag. They write 1 through 100 on poker chips and do it that way. You could do that with different dice challenges as well if you wanted to do it that way. So just wanted to bring that forward and show you that. So we have that as well. And then last but not least, I don't have the tracker in here just yet. I do have the full size Shut the Box that everybody's playing from Reinventing Renee. I do have that sheet from her, but it is the 8.5 by 11 sheet. I have laminated it, but I don't have a tracker for it yet. So I am gonna see if my son can either just custom create a label for me or do something like that. And we're gonna do it that way. I may just hold off because I have some labels coming in from WithoutLimitsBudgets, and they are non-printed on labels. They're labels that are really, really cool and pretty, but I will be able to write my title on it myself. So I may just wait for that to come, shut the box, throw the label on here, and then I have, again, the 8.5 by 11 sheet, full sheet of Shut the Box from Reinventing Renee. And I don't know what that money's gonna go to. We'll have to see. It'll be something fun. So this is my long-term binder as it stands right now. It's very simple, very easy to understand and do. I do want to show this because I was planning on starting this in March. I bought this from a young lady over on Etsy. In fact, I got 2 copies, and the copies came in 2 different denominations at the very top. This one is this one. The other one I will do as soon as this one's done. Now, when I start this in April, any day that I do not spend money and I can scratch that day off, that money is going to be going over to my bedroom makeover, y'all. I've decided that's what I think I need to do with this one. When all of this has been scratched off, if I go on some days and I'm not able to scratch it off, I will leave it on there. I will push this over into May. I am not going to write a month on the top whatsoever, because here's what I'm going to do. Once I move it over to May and say I didn't scratch off day number 15 because I spent it in April on the 15th. So in May, say I didn't spend on the 15th, I can scratch that spot off. And once everything finally gets scratched off, I'm going to make 5 more copies of this sheet with everything already scratched off. And then I'm going to label them January through June. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the sheet from January through June. And then with that being said, what I can do then is go ahead and just use what's already on the page, the numbers. So I want to go ahead and repurpose this to be able to use it moving forward after the spots are scratched off. I could go back and buy the little scratcher stickers, but I don't want to do that. I'll just go ahead and see how much I can save on that day and then do so. That may also entice me to save even more. So the second sheet I have looks just like this with different denominations that are on the sheet. And I will use that sheet for July through December. So in July, I'll scratch off the days that I don't spend. The days that I spend, I can't touch. And then also, I'll move that forward until that completely is scratched off on every single spot. And then I will photocopy that as well on cardstock. And then I will put July through December on those. So they each have a card for every single month. So that is something I just wanted to bring forward. This was not for my long term, but I thought it would be really fun to show you. So I've got that. Now I want to show you something that I got from, I purchased 2 things, but it's a big pack. Number 1 is the 350 challenge from Liz over at LizandLess on Etsy. Now, y'all, I had a hard time finding her shop. So I guess you have to go to LizandLess, so it's LizandLess, all one word, .etsy.com, and it takes you right to the shop. I finally got it, so now I am following and favoring her shop and all the things. And this is her $350 challenge. Now, she gives you a variety of different ways that you could do the 350 challenge and the full bit. So there's many, many different variations that she has. She gives you, I think, like 5 sheets. And I'm like, really? 5 sheets? Holy cow. So let me show you the top and the bottom. I don't think I have it all on camera. Y'all know I can't see. I need to really do a top-down version of this. But she gives you a bunch of sheets, and I absolutely love it. I mean, she gives you a lot for your money, y'all. And this was only $2. So, I absolutely love it. I'm just trying to get the bulk of it in here for you. My son and I are going to work to try to get a better camera angle down because this view is not really working for you all or for me. So, I don't want to make anybody seasick. But she gives you 5 different variations to do the $350 challenge, and I absolutely love it. So, I got that from LizandLess. I will link her shop, her Etsy shop, down in the description box down below. I also got the IOU cards from her. This was also $2, and you get 6 IOU cards. Now, I put this on regular paper, y'all, because what I do is I laminate these, and then when I need to get cardstock, which, y'all, I'm out of cardstock. I need to get some more cardstock. Then I can throw these on my printer, and I can hit photocopy, and I can put cardstock in the back, and I'll print it out on cardstock. These IOU cards, you add these into your envelopes when you actually owe your envelope. If you pull out more than you need to, or you need to pull out all of it out of your envelope and you weren't expecting to, and you need to repay back yourself in those envelopes, you can stick the IOU cards in, and I absolutely love them. You get 6 cards for $2. The $350 challenge, again, is also $2, and you get 5 different variations of the $350 challenge. So, absolutely love that one as well. And last but never least is my Happy Mail. Now, I've been talking to Leroy, and you all know him as 40 and Broke. And y'all, please go over and put his playlist on at night while you are sleeping. Go into his playlist. He has a specific one with all his videos in there to help him get his watch hours up. Y'all, he is less than 1,500 watch hours, and we need to get him to 4,000 watch hours. He's already got his subscribers. He needs watch hours. So please, if you've got the time at night while you sleep, put on his playlist and let that baby roll so he can get his watch hours. I want to see him at 4,000 because I want to see him get monetized. This is his famous Prison to Penthouse book. And I wanted this so bad, but I didn't know once again, how to get to it. So I was talking with him, and I said, Leroy, just tell me how to order this book so that I can order it and so that I can turn around and ship it to you. I'll have it shipped to you, and then you can sign it for me, and then I'll pay for shipping to my house. And he's like, no. He goes, I'm going to do you one better. I am going to give you one of my first 5 copies before it went in to be on the seller's market for everybody to purchase. And I'm like, what? So this is a very, very limited edition. You can see at the top, this is not for resale, yada, yada, yada. This is his Prison to Penthouse book, and I am so excited. And y'all, for verification purposes, yeah, right, he's got my name on it, and he signed it. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Thank you, Leroy. I am going to cherish this. I didn't just want the book, y'all. I wanted his signature because him as an author and him writing this book, I know took a lot of time for him to do. And I know it takes a lot for him to come on to YouTube and tell everybody, hey, look, I was in prison and I screwed up. And just because I screwed up doesn't mean that I can't flip my life around, which means even if you haven't gone to prison, y'all, even if you haven't been arrested, things of that nature, if you screw up in anything, you can turn it around. And your mistakes don't have to haunt you, and your mistakes don't have to define who you are. Leroy is doing absolutely amazing. He's absolutely successful. He's got a beautiful family. He's got a great job. He's got great animals who like to get out of pens and run around and let him chase them. So with that being said, Leroy, I did get my book. I appreciate you so, so much. And I just wanted to come on and show you guys this very, very special Happy Meal. it's going to be something that I'm going to cherish and something that's going to stay in my house, and my son's going to read it to me. He also is looking to, in the future here, hopefully, he said he's going to turn this into an audiobook as well. And I believe he's going to do the reading of it so that it's read by the author. And y'all, I can't wait, because when he does that, I'm going to support him again. And even though I have the book, I'm going to purchase that as well. So anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. We will catch you in tomorrow's cash stuffing. Until then, y'all take care. Have a great Sunday. Relax, reset your house, get ready for the week, because it's right ahead. Talk to you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.